There you go. Sergey, can you help us again, Sergey? Sergey, come on, buddy. Please, Sergey. Sergey went down. Yuri killed Sergey. And Yuri's now pacified, but Sergey is now dead. So that's unfortunate for us. God damn this monster. What is going on? Everybody, welcome to Lobotomy Corporation. I'm your host, the Birdman, known as Falcon, and this right here is a super interesting game I happened to stumble upon, and I'm so glad I did. If you're into micromanagement games, I think you'll really enjoy this one, and more importantly, if you're into the SCP or creepypastas, I think you'll also really enjoy this game a lot. This is very much influenced by SCP. If you're not familiar with SCP, it is basically Secure, Contain, and Protect. It is a website online where a bunch of people basically make up all these stories about certain government experiments that are basically kept under wraps from us. It's all made up, obviously. Or is it? But yeah, it's all allegedly made up. Or is it? I know, I'll stop. But it's really cool, especially start reading about the experiments, how in-depth people go into them. It's actually really cool. So this game is actually very much inspired by that. It's also inspired by Cabin in the Woods. You play the role of the director of Lobotomy Corporation, and you have to look after your agents. And your agents every single day will go out there and look after one of these quote-unquote experiments. And they will either talk with them, they will feed them, they will clean them, and all these different type of abnormalities, which the game calls them, or these experiments, have different, I guess, personalities, and depending on how you interact with them, they will treat you well, but assuming you don't pay attention to them or do bad against them, they will slowly start making your base go crazy. They'll start making your agents lose their mind, your agents will then start killing each other. It's a really, really cool game that I think it's probably better shown on camera. So without further ado, let's get into the game. We'll do a new game over here. Now, I should note, this is a Korean game. It's roughly translated into English. So there might be a couple of, rough translation here and there for one. And the volume is super loud as well. Now, I will tell you how the game is broken down anyway. This right here is the story part, where you interact with this AI called Angela. And even though you're the director of this whole corporation, I want to say you are also being tested by something else because the game starts getting really interesting. Like, it starts basically involving you in the story. It starts taking control of your game, if you can understand what I'm saying. It's really, really cool. Anyway, Angela. Hello, X. I sincerely welcome you to Lobotomy. I am Angela, an AI. I am your assistant, your secretary, and someone to whom you can talk. I hope I can help make your time here a little more comfortable. All I have is this voice, but isn't it still great? Oh, I know what you're thinking. Even with the advancement of technology, you're a little put off by the AI is helping you, right? But for tasks that require multitasking, it is more effective to just let an AI handle it. Besides, I'm the best in most of these fields. I can handle the task of dozens of people simultaneously. Many people probably lost their job because of me. Too bad, so sad. Enough of my introduction. Should we have some time for questions? Okay. Now we could over here ask her a couple of questions. We could ask about the company. We could ask about the AI itself, or the AI itself, and we could also do a connection termination, which I think instantly ends this conversation. Let's find out about the company here a little bit for you guys, though. I asked about the company, and notice how cheerful the music is over here. The game does a really good job of just building this really interesting, I guess, setting for you. You're thinking everything's going fine. Even the caricatures in the game look very happy-go-lucky, but once things start going badly, oh man. That's not a bad question. Think of it like this. Your world is advancing continuously, and because of this, substantial amounts of energy are required. But existing technology cannot satisfy the required demand. We discovered these wonders called abnormality. Quote-unquote SCP experiments. We found these mysterious entities called abnormality, and a way to extract energy from them with a certain method. Isolate abnormalities from society, and obtain new energy from them. This is the reason how we became the leading company with this method of killing two birds with one stone. Also, to manage the abnormalities adequately, this is the most important thing: you need to gather information about them. Although it is empty now, you will gradually fill it up. Don't worry, the employees will write it up for you. Good luck! Alrighty guys, so what we went through right now was essentially the story part, where you talk to the AI. The further into the days that you get into, the more the story becomes available to you. It starts also involving you in the story itself, but I'm not really going to spoil that for you. So we start off with 3 people. We have at the moment 2 males and 1 female. We have Sergey, we have Max, and we have Destiny. I imagine that should be Destiny, but it's probably been, screwed up with the spelling here. But that's just me. Anyway, We have a rationalist, we have an optimist, and we have a pacifist. This is all very good and important because we have 3 different type of people: rationalists, optimists, and pacifists. So all of the abnormalities in the base will have different type of moods as well. Some will be rational, some will be optimist, some will be pacifist. And then the type of tasks that these people can do is nutrition, if I'm right, cleaning, and amusement. This is communicating, amusement, and violence. And this is obviously feeding, amusement, and violence. And they start off with baseball bats. As you level them up, they will actually get better weapons to deal with the abnormalities down the line. So right now, let's start off by just assigning all 3 of our agents here. So, at the moment, let's start. Okay, cool. We're getting a really good easy one here. Now, I already played this game like once or twice off camera. And what's really cool is that even though it's a roguelike game, if you die, you start all over. There's checkpoints though, but if you die, you start all over. But you keep all the information about all these extra monsters. So luckily for me, I had already met this monster beforehand. This is the 1 sin and hundreds of good, which is a really easy monster to deal with. And let me show you here. Because I've dealt with it before, I have all the information on it right here. And we know what makes it happy. We know the special abilities that it actually has, description, and the work log of the past and stuff like that. So attack type is white. What this means for us is that if we piss it off, it's going to attack us mentally. And the risk level is Zayin. They usually won't do great damage and can have positive impact on the employees on some occasions. So if I remember correctly with this guy, if you actually have sins, you could actually confess your sins to it, and it'll kind of alleviate their mood if they're like, panicking or whatever. So this is actually a really good spirit to have early on. So let's come over here, and I know for a fact that it loves to communicate. So we'll have Max, and over here you can see Max's success rate is really high because this monster loves communicating. So we'll send Max over here to basically go ahead and do some communication with it. And because we already have a monster that I've already known before, we should probably complete this day really easily. Now the point of all this is you want to fill this meter over here to 15 for day number 1. If you fill it up with day 15 with day number 1, you skip over to day number 2, etc, etc. Every single day a new monster is introduced as well. And all of them have different type of attitudes that you have to deal with and figure out all about them. But I really love the feature that if you already have done something before, you come in with the information already needed for that type of monster. So even if you die and you have to start all over, it's not too long of a grind because you already have information about them. So as you can see right here, he's really happy about just communicating with us. So I'm going to order another activity and we could do a confession. As I mentioned, if we're feeling kind of down, we could come over here and talk to him and he's actually going to hook us up. And right now we have power accumulating because this guy's really happy. It'll stop at 4? Yeah. Okay, so we'll do another communication over here. Oh, it's actually going up some more. And we'll send Max over here to talk to him again. This should essentially finish our first day off. I'm going to go ahead and speed it up here because this is going to be an easy one. Now, as you progress with the days, you'll have more monsters to look after and you'll also get more people in your base. Normally, it's the idle ones around here that will join you as agents. But they can die. If your people start doing terrible, your people could turn on each other and start killing each other, and you have like a mass murder in the basement thing and the corporation thing happening, which is actually pretty cool. So day 1 is completed because we met our target goal. We only got 1 new agent this time, which is Yuri. Yuri's about nutrition, cleaning, and violence, and starts off with a baseball bat. Nobody got promoted, unfortunately. And that happened because we took care of this really easily. The longer in a day you survive, the more experience you get. But the longer you go, the more dangerous it becomes to actually complete your task for that day. So it's kind of like a trade-off in that sense. Alright, so day number 1 is indeed done. And now we get to talk to Angela again for day number 2. Face your fears to create the future. The man called A, the founder of Lobotomy, made this slogan. If you have to choose between the two, which line do you prefer? And again, this is all going to be important because every choice that you make actually has an impact on the overall story. So, do we face our fear or do we create the future? I'm going to say face your fear. I answered face your fear. We were the first to discover the existence of abnormalities on Earth. Oh, of course, excluding me. I'm not physically a part of mankind. How should I put this? We were like Columbus that discovered the New World. We were greater than Neil Armstrong, who was the first to set foot on the moon. They existed everywhere, but we were the ones to discover their existence. We were the first to encounter them. We were faced with fear. They were fear itself. Anyway, day number 2 is to survive yet again. And since we have Yuri, let's go ahead and assign Yuri into our team. Now we have 4 people to deal with, but we should also have a second abnormality with us here today. So let's go ahead and start. And let me pause here. Now, we're going to hang out with 1 sin of 100, 1 sin and hundreds of good. And the new monster itself is going to be... Oh, Jesus Christ, what are you supposed to be? Oh, no. Oh, not spiders. Look at this terrible thing. It's like a giant round thing with a bunch of eyeballs and spiders. Oh, I'm so terrible when it comes to bugs, man. Okay, I don't know what the hell that is, but it's in a good mood at least, so... We don't know a thing about it. I've never met this before. Now, the attack type is red, so if we piss it off, it's going to start attacking us physically, which is, you know, pretty bad. It can kill us indeed. The risk level is unknown because we don't know a thing about it. So, what do you guys think? It's an eyeball with spiders, and it's known for physical attacks. Let's start off by maybe trying to communicate, perhaps, and we'll send Max out for that. Actually, that's pretty bad. I think Max is the one we need to communicate over here, unless somebody else could do it. Yeah, it's... Damn. I wanted to send Max over here so we start building up some power through, 1 sin. Oh, well. Now, 1 sin, is there anything else that makes you happy? Not really. Neutral is for feeding. So we're gonna have to use, everybody else for this monstrosity over here. Uh-oh, psychological damage. Okay, how you doing over here, buddy? Okay, the mood is raising a little bit. It's a little bit of raise. It's also doing kind of bad. Buddy, you might want to get out of there pretty soon, Max. Max, you might want to get out of there pretty soon. Max, you gotta leave, Max. Okay. Okay. Are you okay, Max? How you doing, buddy? How you doing, bud? Okay, you're kind of alright. He's in a good mood, but he does a lot of mental damage to you when you talk to him. So let me send Max over here, because I know this guy will treat him pretty well. Now, let's see. It worked pretty good. The only problem is the only thing we could use over here is Max, but our power did go up pretty high. So, we might be able to wrap this up pretty soon, but now our power is going down because this guy's unhappy. When they're unhappy, your power doesn't need to go down. Let's try feeding it with Sergey. And let's see what that does for us over here going forward. Our power is going down because this guy's very unhappy at the moment. Let's speed it up here. Wires in the ceiling seems to have gotten longer. Employee Sergey saw one of them moving. Okay. Psychological damage. I don't think this guy likes to be fed. Okay. This is a really tough monster to please, it does seem. What I need to do is, after a while, you unlock an observation. When you get an observation unlock, you get a really good detail on him. So, that's kind of what we're waiting for here. Unfortunately, what happened with you? Max, get back over there and talk to that guy. Alright, Sergey is out. Sergey was sort of freaking out here at the end. Are you okay, Sergey? Would you administer? I was AWOL. Okay, well. This guy's unhappy again. So, it doesn't seem like feeding worked. Communicating kind of worked, but we only have Max for that. Let's try cleaning it. And we'll try cleaning it with, Yuri. Happens to be the new agent in town. Alrighty, Max, do pretty good over here, man. I need his power back up now. Because this monster worries me quite a bit. Oh, Jesus Christ, what are you doing to Yuri? Oh, Yuri's got glasses on. I thought you were dialing it. Oh! Strong mental damage. You are panicking already. Oh no, the panic response is murder. She's basically gonna go ahead and start murdering everybody until we bring her down. Oh, fuck. This monster's terrible. Somebody needs to take care of, Yuri. Because she will start killing us. There it is. It's happening right now. There she goes. Off to kill people. That's what I meant. Oh, this is a terrible fucking abnormality to start off with. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, jeez. I can't make you guys move, can I? No. Oh, no. She's attacking Sergey. Fight back, Sergey. Did we pacify you? Oh. We pacified! Sergey, good job! Uh-oh. No. We did pacify! I'm surprised. Normally, as I mentioned, the tutorial isn't really clear, so I'm not sure what happens. When I've had people go crazy before in a murderage rampage, they kill everybody until they themselves also kill themselves. But here, it seems like Sergey was able to pacify Yuri, for whatever reason. Okay, this monster over here is terrible, though, so you know what? Communicate over here with Max. Max, build up my power over here. This one over here worries me so much. So we've tried feeding it, we've tried cleaning it, we've tried talking to it. At this point, I'm going to say we use violence with... Oh, I can't send Yuri back out there, can I? Destiny, give it a try. I'm gonna try to use violence on that goddamn monster here. And maybe that'll do better, I don't know. Psychological damage, okay. That's to be expected. Doesn't seem to like violence. Oh! There's a little bit of small buildup here. We have an observation unlocked, thankfully. Okay, cool. Hey, Destiny, get out of there alive, and we should be getting an observation. We're pretty good with one sin. We're building this up again. Mood rating is at its best. Perfect. Oh, no! Destiny, oh, luckily for us, Destiny's panic response is to wander around, so she won't actually come after and try to kill us. Okay, that's fine. So you're gonna build up power for me. We have an observation over here. Let's unlock this with Sergey. And this should give us some really important details about this goddamn monster, which is really doing a number on us here. Okay, let's continue to communicate over here with Max, however. And observation was a success. So this is going to be the spider bud abnormality. With high probability, principled employees kill baby spiders in the containment room. Ah, so we might have to get rid of some of the spiders before we can actually communicate with it properly. So the attack type is physical, as we've noticed, and if they are upset, they will injure the employees, ranging from a mere scratch to a severe wound. It hates to be amused. Communication is neutral, so we don't know a thing about violence, although we've tried it before and it attacked us in return. So definitely no amusement. This is kind of like whatever. Have we tried cleaning it before? I feel like we've tried cleaning it before, but you know what? Let's give it a try with Yuri again, I suppose. Oh boy. Ideally speaking, I should just try to ignore this monster and try to build up her power with one sin. But I don't know. I'm trying to like get to know this monster too. Did you panicked again, and your response is to indeed murder. Oh, Jesus. This is not going too good. It's not going too good at all. Two people are panicking. There you go. Sergey, can you help us again, Sergey? Sergey, come on, buddy. Please, Sergey. Sergey went down. Yuri killed Sergey, and Yuri's now pacified, but Sergey is now dead. So that's unfortunate for us. God damn this monster! Oh, I don't know what to deal with it. Yeah, obviously one of them's dead. Yeah. This is one of those issues where I'd mention... Oh no! You see this right around the screen? This is where the game starts taking you part of its ride as well. This is where it involves you as the director. This is when things are going really bad, mind you. And they're going pretty bad because this spider butt fucker is the worst dude of all time. I thought I ordered an activity over here. Had I not, or what? Unless he's going there right now. I'm not sure. But things are going pretty bad here. Oh boy. We're confessing our sins over here as well. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. This is one of those instances where, because it's a roguelike game, I'd say we're basically boned and we might have to start all over again. And figure out exactly how to deal with the spider bud monster, because right now we're doing really terrible. We have 2 people dead already. Yeah. This is going pretty bad. Yuri is still murdering people. Max is about to go down. We're about to lose everybody. This is where you restart. Okay. We died. As I mentioned, really fun game. I really wish it would be explained better to you, because as I mentioned, you pick up some of the information as you play. I've gotten up to like day number 4. Just by, I guess, some luck alone. I've gotten up to like 4 monsters to control at one point, which is a bit of a difficult task, but this spider bud dude is actually kind of a pain in the ass. I have no idea how to deal with him. But there you guys have it. This is Lobotomy Corporation. All the information will be down below. I'm gonna continue playing this and see if I can kind of like master it. Maybe some updates that teach us more about the tutorial. Who knows? I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up. I will catch you next time.